Okay, guys, so bring your cafe, drink your cafe, do what you want.
Welcome.
Hey you guys, I've not been active on YouTube for quite some time. Today we are here with Idan and Sean. We're gonna take some time to talk about certain topics. Grab your popcorn, listen to us in doing what you have to do, and we hope that those few topics will not be only interesting but useful for all of you. It's not only about sport, it's about life in general. So yeah, as Sean said, don't be gay, or just you can quit the video directly, we will not like it. And yeah, let's go.
So the topic of this video is what is strength? So let's first define it. What is strength?
Okay, so strength, first I would say, is not a fact. It's a way of expression, and you can express strength in every fields of life. You can be physically strong, as we are. You can be mentally tough, strong. You can be intelligent. It's a way to be strong too. You can be detached. Maturity is a form of strength too. So yeah, I would say that strength is not a fact. It's not like a telephone that you have in your pocket. It's something that you need first to be able to express in different ways.
Yeah, it's more like of a character that you carry with you. Then the result are all these things: maturity, intelligence. If your character is not strong, you will not have it.
No, certainly not. Actually, more you have different type of strength, more each type of strength will increase each other. Because you can have the best muscle in the world if you're dumb and you cannot use it efficiently, if you cannot grow it because you lack of intelligence, so your physical strength will be limited by your mental abilities that are a form of strength too.
Yeah, and if you're not mature, you will not find the mistakes you do because you will have a lot of ego, then you will not be strong.
If you have a lot of ego, it means that you are not mature, that means you are not strength.
But as in the sport we do, people ask themselves, yeah, why I do the same thing than him, but I don't progress. Because you think you do the same thing, but you're not. You maybe, let's talk about planche, you maybe don't have the same grip, you maybe don't have the same shoulder activation. So even if what you think you do look similar to what the other guy on the side is doing, you're maybe doing the same thing in a different way that will not bring you to the same point than the other guys. That's why you can take 2, 3, 5 person, give them the same training structure, but it's the way you do. And I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, your confidence is a form of strength. Not be gay is a form of strength, literally.
Yeah.
For example, a person that is confident, till the way he grabbed the bar, it will be different. A guy that is anxious will land on the bar.
You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, he will put himself on the bar, but he will not catch the bar. So it will have a consequence on his grip, on the way he applies strength, or even just on the essence of the movement that is your intention. If you're anxious, you're going to go to resist.
Yeah.
Because you're anxious, you need to resist. If you're confident, you will go fight the movement. You will block it. You will push yourself back, for example. And so that's to say that what you are make your perception of the movement. The perception of the movement you have make your intention. And so actually that's why there's people you don't need to explain them anything. They come confident. They are already strong before to be able to express this strength. And so that's why there's people that instinctively will come and perform without understanding shit. And there's people that understand a lot but are unable to. And I think you saw it too.
Yeah.
Often people in calisthenics, it's the dumbest that have the best results. Because you need to be on the present moment and you need to be confident. And if you are confident but you're actually dumb, you don't need to be so smart. Because your confidence will have as consequence your way to perform.
Yeah, because you're ignorant, you don't actually know how much you don't know, then you are confident, then you actually progress better. So another thing I saw a lot, people that are trying to elevate all of their spine because they think it's going to be hard, then they do bad protraction, bad shoulder engagement, because they think, okay, it's hard, let's try to elevate our spine, absorb the stomach, then they do shitty form, shitty engagement, then they feel weaker, which actually strengthens their belief of it's hard, I can do it. then it's a cycle.
When they say they can do it, is now talk about his confidence. And if you talk about confidence, what you said before, his strength. If you don't have confidence for planche or anything, also for front lever, also for walking the streets, this will be hard.
Right, and it's their perception of the movement that make that they want to resist and stay up. When
Yeah.
actually staying up is not a direct intention, it's a consequence of the way you apply strength. So if here we talk about planche, your planche fall down and forward because you go down and forward. So the way is not to pull yourself up, is to push in the direction you should fall, to push yourself backward and up. And so all of this is beginning to your mind. If you're like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall,
Very fun.
you will fall. And you will not use your strength the way you need to stay up.
Yeah, it's the same in front lever. If you say pull, 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 you will do pull, 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 pull.
Mhm.
Like that.
Yeah, it's a self-claiming prophecy. You actually make the things going in your mind come true. So it's bad.
Yeah, I think it's confidence is the key. The mental is the key too. Like if you don't have the mental, the confidence for the do skill or everything.
That's why actually, I think you guys know, I'm here for 12 years, just with a single conversation, not seeing someone performing, just seeing the way they express, the way they move, the way they watch in the eyes when they talk, or if they are gay. Literally. I've been pressure-shotting maybe 80% of the guys that are strong today. And so there is this form of fatality. There's some youngs, they come in, and the way they move, you know, like, hey, you're gonna be strong. And at the opposite, there is people claiming, but it's in the eyes, it's in the attitude, you know. They are not the guy that will be strong. They want to have strength, but they are not strong. And actually to express strength, if you want to express something, actually you need to already have it. Maybe in a different way to cultivate this new type of strength, but you need to be before to do, before to have. And that's the thing. People today in calisthenics, they want to have, but no one wants to be, to become the guy able to. And it's not only about sport, it's that if you're like, I want money, you will strive for money, but you will not be the guy that have the skills to make money, the attitude to make money. So yeah, that's why in the really beginning we said it's about absolutely everything. Here we take our topic. We are athletes. We talk about planche, but that's not about planche. And as when we say gay, it's not about sport. It's about the way you are, the way you move. If you're not actually the guy that enter the room and people know you're there, you lack of something.
You are not the main character of your life. It's a problem.
And it's the same with relationships. If you strive to get a girl, but you are needy, you will not get the girl. But if you are someone worth getting the girl, all the girls will come to you. That's the same with strength, money, relationships, businesses, confidence in general.
Yeah, the people know us in Israel. We talk a lot about who you are in outside of the sport. That's who you are in the sport. So don't be gay outside. You will not be gay in the sport. That's it.
Yeah, what we said. Progress is like a bitch you don't have. Yeah, because to have progress, you need to be the guy that can progress. And to have girls, you don't need to go to the girl. You need to become what the girl wants. You need to become what the progress wants. And if you're not this, that's the fatality. You can train everything you want, but if you didn't do this work on yourself, you can have the best coach. You can have you can take the brain of Eden, or my brain, put it into yourself and have less than 10% of our results, because it's not about having, it's about being and expressing.
But take our emotions and our feelings, then it will be something different.
And when I say way of expression, is that it's contextual. For example, ultimately that there is this topic coming back on internet a little, like, for me, like talking about reps, transferring to static in 2K25, bro, it's as if I have an iPhone 16 and I learned to make fire, bro. Like, so seriously, like, Really, guys, you realize today that reps doesn't transfer to static because strength is contextual. Every time you change any parameter, you change the movement himself. That's why, for example, you can have people with much more shoulder strength than me and Idan in another context. That's why you can take a bodybuilder, power lifter, they fuck us in terms of pure strength. They destroy us. But in our context of expression of strength, that is skills, that is planche or other things, in this context, we are able to express the strength we have much better than they are. That's why they have more strength, but we are better, actually.
And it relates to people saying you need to have a good pike push-ups to achieve planche. People saying, you want front lever, do muscle ups. It's not the same. It's not the same movement. It's not the same activation. It's different.
But I don't know who you are. You in Israel, they explained me this big joke. I don't know who you are, but I'm talking to you. Change of job. Stop to do coaching. If you can claim that movements that are not a single person in the context of expression of strength, of planche, and if you spread it to the public, bro, you're toxic. What you do is against the interest of anyone that expect to finally become able to express this type of strength. People talk about specific work. I prefer to use the word contextual because it's more adapted. Planche is a movement. The movement is the context. And you need to work into this context. Okay, so can you tell me? No, I know your logic. You're like, oh, planche is shoulder, pike push-up is shoulder, so it transfers. No. Pike handstand is outside rotation of the elbow. And so pike push-up, okay. If you tell me pike push-up, handstand push-up, okay. If you tell me pike push-up, planche, yeah, literally go teach fitness to 60 years old woman to lose fat because calisthenics is not done for you.
Yeah, it's like saying, oh, okay, if a child wants to learn how to walk, he needs to strengthen his legs. No, he needs to walk. He needs to actually stand on his legs, then walk, then run and jump. It's not strengthening your legs and learning how to balance. It's walking. That's it.
Well, yeah, so the problem is that people want to have their truth to feel that they bring something to the group. There is ways. No, there is a way. There is no ways.
Yeah.
Because Idan, you met strong guys. I met all strong guys, nearly all strong guys in the planet. Not all, but nearly. And there is common points in the way to be, in the way to move, and in the way to train of every strong guy. And maybe it's because of the way the economy work. It's mostly about businesses because people want to be out of the group. They want to look different. They want to have their way. It's a part of marketing. So I'm not even saying those people are guilty because they need it. But there is no different ways. There is a way that we all have in common. And there is variance of the same way. You can apply the same way slightly differently to expect same type of results. Like we spend time training and talking with Idan, and actually the way he works, the way I work, and the way most of the strong guys work, the way you work, we have at least 70-80% in common. And we personalize for us to answer our needs and to cover our lack. But the way is common. Life is coded in one way. There is one truth. That's why, for example, I hate to begin a phrase saying, I think. I don't think. It's like this.
It's a fact.
It's here.
I don't think. You don't think. It's like this. It works like this. It's not yours. And that's the thing, is that those people that want to attract people, they want to look different. And so this necessity, because they don't shine. Those people creating different ways, they don't shine. So if they are not able to shine by themselves, they try to shine in having a way. If they don't have results, they have a way. But actually, this is super toxic because to cover their needs and to attract people, they create ways that don't exist, that don't bring results, or even the opposite. And so their needs and their lacks is like spreading to the others. And so after it's a chain of the gay that fuck up everyone, you know? Because I have my way. Oh, me too, I have my way. Oh, we all have our way. Okay. No.
There is only one truth. 2 times 2 is 4. You can do it by multiplying, you can do it by adding 2 plus 2, but the truth is the same. If you say that 2 plus 2 equals 8, it's not. It's wrong. But if you want to be unique, you will be wrong. It's okay. But you need to choose if you want to be strong or unique.
And that's what we said about maturity. Wanting to be unique is a way to cover your lack, to help your ego to feel better. Actually, when you really get that you have nothing unique, you're a piece of meat, bro. You have 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head and a dick if you're a man, I hope for you. So, in understanding that you're not more than the other, you become more than all the one that want to be unique. Because you don't have this lack. And those people that want to create their way, often they tried the real way. But for some reasons that they was not able to identify, they was like, okay, this way don't work. No, it don't work for you because you are not already what you need to make it work. And so instead of thinking about themselves, putting themselves in question to find their answer, they don't try to find the answers. They don't try to find their strength. They try to change the way. And this is the ultimate form of weakness, is to think that you're not the problem.
Blaming everything except yourself.
Exactly. That's why when we say intelligence is fine, it helped to find a way. Maturity, it helped to find again the way when you're lost on the way. Yeah. You can be on the good way and it still doesn't work, but the problem is not the way, it's you. If you're not mature enough, you will change the way and you will not change yourself. That's why the topic globally is, what is strength? It's about absolutely everything. People that show you great strength or great achievements in any field, before to do, they was already. They had the eyes, they had the intention, they had all of this. And even you can be super strong in one field. That's the thing, is that it's not just binary. It's not like you're weak in one thing, so you're weak in everything. There's people that are so weak, and I know some, and I will not give any name because the goal of this video is not to shame anyone, is to give lessons. Maybe guide you and bring you back on the real way of strength, you know? But there's people that are so weak in life that this incredible amount of lack of self-esteem in everything about life made them incredibly strong in one other field. For example, a guy that is a pussy outside, walk with the head into his feet all day, etc. He don't exist in anything. And maybe his correspondence to calisthenics will match. And so he needs so much to feel strong in something. Because he's not basically that in calisthenics, he will become excellent. So I would say that even when we say weak, it's not even a critic, because before to be strong, you need to be weak. But you need to accept it, understand it, assume it, and then you go out of this. But yeah, so there is a lot of people, especially in calisthenics, that are like geeks. Like a guy playing World of Warcraft all day. The guy, he go out his home, it's an eternal pussy. But in the video game, he's like God. Because all that he don't get from life, he give his all to get it in sport or in video games.
Yeah, people don't understand that it's okay to be weak. It's not okay to stay weak because you are immature. That's the thing. Try to improve yourself. Make sense. Try to accept your failures, accept your mistakes. Then you can actually achieve something. But if you will say, oh no, I'm always right because I learned that it's like that, you will be ignorant. You will not see the mistakes you had. Then you will be weak, like the rest of the world.
Yeah, we try to make the connection between your life, your environment, the way it shaped you, and the consequence of the way you've been shaped. And so, for example, I don't know for you, Eden, but we talked about more about life than about sport. But actually, like resolving problems you have inside of you in life can and will spread to your training. I don't know you, but for example, myself, I've not been progressing because I was training better than usually. I've been having the best progress at certain moments where I was happy, proud, or I became conscious about certain things. But I put my progression mostly in correlation with the way I grew more than with the way I train.
The best progress that I did is like when I training, I understand something that I do in the training, but not the best performance. Just understand what I did. It's like, oh, okay, I progress right now.
Mm-hmm. That's why last time we took the example, someone that lack of confidence, that strive progress and that don't have it. You can think that you will resolve this problem only training, but no, because more you work on a lack without being accountable with yourself, more you grow the lack. So for example, now, if you're one of these guys that don't have confidence, and it's something that you find in every field of life. For example, hey, we know you calisthenics sims, okay? With girls, we know the way you move. I saw it personally a lot. You're stuck because of this lack of confidence, but make something to stop to strive it. For example, if you're one of these guys that struggle with girls, you want to get confidence? Put your shoes, go down the street now, and go to ask the telephone number of 10 girls. You don't go back home before to stop to care. Because the first time a girl say no, you're like, oh fuck. 2, fuck. 3, And after 10 times, you're like, oh, but it doesn't change anything in my life to just get rejected. I don't care. And at the moment you stop to care about being rejected, as with your progression, the progress reject you. The moment you stop to care, it comes to you. You should not go to things. It's the things that go to you after you understood. So yeah, you want one training if you're gay. And I say it in a friendly way, like just joking. Like when we say gay, it's not like, you're gay. But if you're gay, stop it now. But hey bro, I live in Europe. I will end prison. Hey, if I end prison, it's for you. Okay, it's love. But yeah, really, like it's resolving your internal problem that make that things come to you. You don't go to things. You do what you need to do, and things come to you. Like when you progress. Like for example, a big spike of progress. It's the moment you think the less. You're just like, today I do this. Happen.
Yeah.
You're not, today I have it. No. Today I do it. Doesn't work, but tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there's a moment it's appearing. It's like, it's not that you get something. It's like an invocation, like you do what you're supposed to do, and surprise, today 5 reps more.
Yeah.
Like, and the real progression, it's not linear. Like people are thinking like, today I have 3 push-ups, tomorrow 4. No, maybe it's tomorrow 8. Or maybe it's tomorrow 2. And you're trying to make that, your confidence make that if you get less, you're like, doesn't matter.
Fuck it. Yeah.
And when it doesn't matter, you can go from 3 to 8 in 2 weeks.
That's true. Yeah.
And after, for 1 month, you lack of something, nothing happened. 0 results for 1 month. And then after, in 1 week, you get the benefits of the 1 month you did where nothing happened. So like you began ground like how many time ago? Not long time ago.
Yeah, I think like 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in 3 months, it's unrealistic the results you had.
Yeah.
Like if 1 month before those 3 months, I tell you, Idan, in 3 months you will do this, you're like, fuck no, impossible. But you didn't care. You did it day by day. You was on the way. You had the strength.
I feel like doing flow.
And so the strength came to you, literally. But it's like, it's something you already have. It's here, but you don't know.
And there's an example I can give you. If you actually approach a girl and you care too much, you try to achieve the girl, you will make things that scare her away. But if you don't care you will do things differently. You will not do the same thing. The way you talk, the tone, the way you approach her. It will not be like walking fast to reach her. You will walk slowly. We will call her, wait, just a second, I want to talk to you. It's more confident. Without even noticing, you will do things differently. With exactly like push-ups, like you said. If someone has like 3-4 push-ups and he expects to have 5 push-ups the next training, he will think, okay, I'm at the first push-up, okay. Second, okay, it's nice. The third one will be a little different because he will think, oh, I'm close to the end. Maybe I will have less strength. Then he will do things differently. Then the fourth one will be really, really hard because he expects it. But if he doesn't care, he will just push more and think, okay, I have more, until I can't do it anymore.
And that's the thing. When you strive something, you see your goal as 100%. When you never get 100%. You try to get 100 and you get 80. So if 5 is 100, you will stay at 3-4. And the way to get it in reality is just to don't really care. It's not to expect and to not quantify too much. For example, when I was doing 25-5-5-5 after, before I stopped for a long time, I was counting the seconds. And you know, when the second passed, you're like 18, 19, 20, and you have the pressure growing. And so my way to overcome this shit, it was to put a music, see what is 25 seconds, where I begin, where I stop, and just listening the music. Because the problem with counting is that you feel more the effort. It's not the cerebral part, because you can count. But it's like you do 100 dips. You can do 100 dips and count to 100. You will be like, oh fuck, it's 100. Or you can count 5 times 20. Because 20 feel easy. And just the fact that you're like, okay, I do 5 times 20, you never go to 100 in your head, so it's feeling much easier. So it's not only about not striving, it's not giving attention.
Yeah, it's like I did the other day, like 4 days ago, I did 30 push-ups in Supi in the same combo. If I tried to do 30 push-ups at the same time and count it, I will not be able to do it.
In your head, it's like, wow, 30 supination, it's a lot. But if you do like, 10, it's easy, 10, cool, 10, you have the 30, yeah.
The same thing. When I did 10 and 10, I just told Sean, okay, I'm not counting, count for me. Mm-hmm. When I'm in it, tell me to do the next one.
And that's the shit with X66, it's that, you know, you come from, en français, on dit chiffres et nombres. Chiffre is 1 to 9. But up to 10, you know, like in you listen, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's the thing, is that the problem when you want to go up to 10, 10, 10, it's not that, well, okay, each rep, you know, like each rep you add is double exertion.
It's not 10% more.
But it's in your head too. It's like 11. You listen, 8, let's go. 11, like there is something, it's heavy, the world is heavy, you know? So, I think that's why, like, there is no, maybe they didn't try, but I never saw up to 10, 10, 10.
Oh yeah.
I never saw other people going up to 10, 10, 10, and bro, me, when I wanted to pass 10, 10, 10, wow, 11, you know? So you have to find a way to, before to do it, to perceive it as easy. If you don't perceive it as easy, you're done already. If you're like 11, it's 100, okay, so you get less. Sometimes if you see, if you're like, okay, I go for 10, 10, 10, you feel it easy, you did it, so you get 10, 10, 10. You try 12, 12, 12, and you get 9, 9, 9.
Yeah.
Because the pressure you felt even before to go in, you know, to begin. So, again, the connection, it comes from your mind, but your mind comes from the way you are. Yeah. So you are, you see, you believe, and you do. That's actually the shit that I took here. Like, I see, I hope, I trust, I do. That's the process. You see, first you hope, then you trust, then you do. But it's not, I do so I'm happy. No, because even if you do, in the end, you will see that you will not be so happy. Like,
it's nice for a second.
You enjoy the goal more when you don't have it. And the day you have, you're like,
okay, next one.
That's it. I was thinking my life. No.
And the problem is, a lot of people, the way we think about, 15, people think about that on full planche. They think, oh, full planche is crazy. What the fuck? I can't achieve it. Then they are stuck at struggle. Just extend your expectations and perceivings. Because if you perceive full planche as really, really hard, it will be hard. But if you think of it as a basics to XXX, to multi-express, to one-on planche, it's a basics. It's easy.
It's perception. Literally, you have 4, congratulations, you're level 1. You just begin the game. Like, it begin at 4. Before 4 is like the intro of a film, you know?
Yeah.
The film didn't begin, it's just the intro, bro. Like, it's like you want full planche and that's it. It's like, okay, you go to cinema, you see the intro, and you go out. Like,
It's like a baby saying, okay, I walked, that's it.
the film begin, bro. Like, so, yeah, your perception, that is a consequence of your way to be, and your results that are a result of your perception. And that's it.
By the way, you helped me a lot with the one on planche by saying, bro, it's easy, it's balance.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Yeah.
That's the way, canon event that made me achieve right now one on planche. Okay, it's balance. It's fine. Just do it one more day.
Yeah.
The next time it will be better. I will understand it more because it's balance.
Yeah, even the way you was doing, like, it's a little relative to what we said, that it's your perception that make the way you will use your body. Is that planche, ground, blah, 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 blah. All of this, you're like super engagement of the wrist, etc. But on one arm planche, you was like, I'm gonna resist, I'm not gonna fall. So you was rotating around your hand, not applying the strength you usually do on any other push skills. And I just told you, hey, bro, you need your thumb, you need to apply strength because you go forward, don't side too much. Go straight, side the legs, boom. Straight forward in the line of the thumb, and he was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and I can do it right now. You will see I do it differently. Like, from here to here, it's crazy.
No, because you don't tell yourself, I'm gonna resist. You're like, I'm in control.
Yeah, I'm just leaning forward and pushing. What happens, not happens. It's okay. I do the things I need to do, and the results are an after effect of what I do. So I am responsible for what I do. The results will come.
And this history of strength is even till the point where you guys think, I'm good at calisthenics, so I'm strong. Bro, you can be the best athlete in the world and be a pussy as a man. Like, actually, calisthenics is not strength. It's one of the many way of expression of the strength you have in a certain context. But like, I see like people are no life, they are geeks, as I said with World of Warcraft players, you know. If you think that you want to be the strongest, so you will be someone, let me tell you that no. You can be the strongest and be absolutely no one and stay unable to exist in the world throughout any other spectrum. So actually, you should not even really want to be strong in calisthenics. That's the thing. That's why I don't have much contact with people in calisthenics.
Yeah.
That's why we spent a good time, because you guys, you're not just like, I want to be strong.
Yeah.
Fuck it. No, you want to be a good man. You want to be a strong man. Because, hey, if you think calisthenics is hard, actually, wait to have kids. Wait to have a family. Wait to lose someone important for you. Like, I will tell you, any father waking up at 6 a.m, coming back home at 8 p.m. to feed his kids is stronger than any of the strongest athletes in the world. Because this is strength. Is dedicate yourself to something, and often something bigger than you. Calisthenics is not something bigger than you. It's just calisthenics. That's the really base. You're like, calisthenics is my life. This is the phrase I fucking hate.
Yeah.
Calisthenics is your life. You don't have anything better, bro.
Yeah.
You live in one of the most interesting part of history of human. There is so many things that are incredible today. And really, you have nothing better to do than planche. And it comes from someone that planche every day, from guys that are like, we love calisthenics, but we are not fucking calisthenics, and I have better to do than calisthenics. And that's another way to not strive. Because when it's secondary, it's easier. When it's the main pillar of your life, it's really hard to not strive the main pillar of your life, actually. So, calisthenics is a lifestyle, fuck you. Calisthenics is my life, fuck you. For me, you're like the guy in front of his computer all day, hunting to get level. What the fuck? At the end of the day, you go sleep and you're the same little fucker. So, it's not about calisthenics. It's about everything. There is one way. There is your variant of the same way. Don't strive it. Don't try to say, I think, I identified. No, it exists before you. Like, look, and here it's my ego a little. I don't let it spread because there is good and bad ego, you know? This is, I think, the bad one is to want to possess. I could say, oh, you use the word trajectory, it's from me. You train volume, it's from me. You talk about extension, it's from me. Before I arrived this fucking sport, no one was talking about head direction, head extension, body. All of this was not existing in the vocabulary. But why I say it's not mine? Because I didn't find it. It was there. It's not mine. I observed, understood, and said. But even if you're the first to say something, if it exists before you, it's not yours. The same then when people, they do a movement and they give their name to the movement. I created so many transitions, blah, 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 the ground. I was literally the first fucker to jump on the ground. And I don't say, oh, this variant, yeah, it's the Valentine jump. Fuck you.
Yeah.
This, to strive, to do, to possess, it's a form of weakness too. Like, bro, giving your name to something is like, oh, I don't exist, so I will exist throughout this. Okay, you get it.
Yeah.
Simple.
And by saying, okay, calisthenics is my life, it's just perceiving it as the most important thing. If it's really important, it's really far from you. It's like the girl you wouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. And when people don't understand it, but when I tore my bicep and couldn't do a planche at all, people said, oh yeah, right now I'm stronger than you. I said, no, you're not. I'm still the same way. I'm still stronger. It doesn't matter if you actually surpass me, I'm still stronger. And that way I actually came back even stronger, understand more, I was more confident, because I'm still the same person. Actually, I think the best parts of my life when I achieved more in calisthenics are the parts where I worked on myself. Like, I told you about my other business. I went to a mental coach, which helped me understand why I didn't achieve like 999 and 999 and 999 and 10. It was mind-blowing. I was, okay, I see it as something that will make me better, but it's not making me better. I need to be better to achieve it. Mm-hmm. And it said, okay, for example, if someone says to you, you are weak, and you actually perceive it as, okay, maybe I'm weak, and you accept it, it's because you thought you were weak before that. And it's the same about planche. If you think, oh, planche is hard because I feel it's hard all the time, it's because you perceive it as hard before you actually achieved even planche. It's first be, then do.
It's be the essence. Like you said, yeah, right now I'm injured, I can't do, but I'm stronger than you. Because the essence of you, the essence of strength, you have it. And this person, even if in this context, at this moment, she expressed something bigger than you, she is not. So you can seem to be stronger, but as a man, you gain.
As a man, as a pussy.
That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah. And actually, that's funny because even in calisthenics, I would say that calisthenics is a sport of short guys, often with social lack. Social interaction is a basic need of man and humans. And I would say that calisthenics is a sport of good people. Most of the strongest guy I know, there was video games geek. They was alone. There was the small guy with no friends, and they found everything they was lacking of into calisthenics. So that's why in the end they say calisthenics is my life. It's not that calisthenics is everything. It's that before calisthenics they didn't have it. The friends they have today, it's from calisthenics. What makes them feel good today, it's from calisthenics. And so it's like it's super sad in the end. Like if everything about your life is into calisthenics, bro, you're missing 99.99999% of what life have to offer you. And it's super sad. And for them it's beautiful because they don't have other examples of what can be satisfying, what can make you proud, and if they don't know that they can be proud in 1,000 ways, they just strive to be proud, try a single fucking way, but it's just calisthenics.
People don't know how to differentiate between calisthenics is a big part of my life, between calisthenics is my life. It's two very different things. Like for us, calisthenics is a big part of our life because it changed us, it's our job, we made a lot of friends by calisthenics, but it's not our life, we have other things to do.
It may be the motor of your life.
Maybe at the beginning, right now,
transmit the fuel, to the rest of your body life, because you have a base. But the thing is that calisthenics should fuel your life, but your life should not fuel calisthenics. If your life fuel calisthenics, you're done, bro. You will wake up at 35 years old, be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I missed my life. I didn't build anything other. I become old, and there is lots of stuff like this in calisthenics. It's beautiful, guys. I'm not criticizing you. I was the same. 16 to 20 years old people that are so much in that they lose themselves in calisthenics. And calisthenics can be the most beautiful experience and opportunity in your life as destroy your life. Being a fucking trap. The day you wake up, you're done. You're trapped into the system. You didn't build opportunities, skills, or other relations, and now it's too late. Because this world is dark, bro. This world is hard. And calisthenics, if it's not to fuel your life, but if it isolates yourself, if it's cutting your other possible vision and opportunities, in the end, saying calisthenics is my life and being completely submerged into calisthenics is like, bro, you're sending yourself a malediction. You're cursing your own self and your own life. So that's why I think this conversation is useful, but hey, wake up. The world is so big. Life is so incredible. And don't lose yourself into this. And not only to not lose yourself into this, if you want to die for calisthenics, die for calisthenics, bro. I was ready to die like a few years ago, bro. I was living in France with half of the minimal income, eating one time a day, not because I wanted, but no money, bro. So I was ready to die, but there was a moment I woke up and I was like, no, Valentin, it's like, do something with your life. And it's the moment you separate yourself, at least in part from calisthenics, that it really begins to work. So even if you want to die for calisthenics, you should understand by now that the best way to achieve these results is in not dying for calisthenics.
You can't improve if you died. By the way, it connects to a lot of people in Israel. They want to be an elite competitor. They want to fly to SWAP, to FIBO, to be like the best in the best. But they say, oh, I'm too heavy right now. I need to lose a lot of weight. They eat like 1,000 calories per day. They feel like shit. They are not focused on their life. Their relationships are breaking down because they just sacrifice everything for calisthenics. No, slow down, enjoy yourself. I personally and Sean, we eat whatever we want because we know, okay, if I feel bad and I feel weak and I feel tired, I will not be able to actually progress in calisthenics because my feelings actually matter. So I prefer to feel good and maybe feel a little weaker than feel, oh, okay, I'm lighter, but I'm tired as fuck. I feel like shit. I'm not focused. I can actually die while driving because I'm not focused. Bro, your life first, not calisthenics.
And you talk about competition, but the guy that wins competitions is not the strongest. is the most correspondent to the expectation of the rules and the judges. But how many events you saw where the guy supposed to win didn't win? Because it's not about your strength. It's about corresponding to certain rules at certain moments, having the luck to not fall, not slip, or not go against him. Because, for example, there is competitions. You have the two favorites fighting each other at the second round. So the final is the second round.
Yeah.
And people are like, hey, it's the final. Yeah, but it's not the guys that are supposed to be in the final. That's why I have problems with tournaments. Tournaments is eliminations. Eliminations is random.
Yeah.
Now, everything in calisthenics is tournaments. A competition, what is a competition? In my vision, it should be like, okay, you have 3 tries. We select the best combo of your 3 tries, so there is no luck. Everyone have 3 opportunities. Everyone get a rank for the best one of his 3 performance. Everyone pass, no elimination, everyone pass. We take the 5 best. They do again a performance, and the best note win. So no luck, no battle, no elimination. Everyone have the real opportunity to show the best he can do. And it's the best version of each person against the best version of each person. It would be the only real way to make that it's the strongest that win a competition. And if we take in account the lack of objectivity of most of the judges of today, I think, you know what? The judging system and the judges in calisthenics will not be good before, I think, in 10 years.
Yeah, maybe. We actually work right now to make a better system at Israel because the rules are like,
It's not only the rules, it's the people.
Yeah.
Because there's people, they feel in concurrence with each other, and each other.
Yeah.
I don't want to give name because I'm gonna make problem now. But why I say 10 years is that actually there's people that are against it, but fuck you, you're an ignorant. Only the elite can judge the elite. Because you can see something, think you understand, but don't understand. There are things that are invisible. For example, in those transitions.
Yeah.
They see something, but they don't see that, for example, you need to deviate the weight. All those details, they cannot perceive it. So they cannot perceive the value of something. So first, only the elite is able to judge the other elite. The problem is that there is rivalry between elites. And the way to have objective judges, we can change people. We can change their expectation. But we can wait for them to die. Because your expectations disappear the moment you die sportively. So we need elites to retire, to stop to have expectations, to become able to stay neutral, and to judge facts.
Objective.
Yeah. So yeah, I think like we need the elite of today to really disappear, to really stop to have any form of expectations, to then be mature and detached enough to just follow the fucking rules, observe, analyze, give points. There is really few people that are able to. There was drama when, but I will give a few names. For example, when you have Viktor Kamnov that was judging every competitions with all his Bulgarian friends competing. Fuck no, you have your best friends. Like for example, I'm outsiders. I would be able because I'm damn not autistic, but I will not flex on it. People are not obliged to trust me. But for example, if there is outsiders competing, there is no outsiders judge. There is Bulgarians competing, there is no Bulgarian super friend judging. Yeah, it's not possible. Like, and that's the complicated point is that today there is not that much elite. There is professional. Okay, we respect the professional, but it's like in MMA. You have 200 professional and you have 10 guys that are up to everyone, and those are the elite. Elite is you have the tree of the professional, and the fucking back of the tree is the 10 guys up, and there is not enough elite because they didn't have the professional. Of today, they didn't have time to become elite and then retire.
They don't want to be elite.
A lot want to have elite level, but they don't want to be elite. Yeah. But yeah, so we need more professional to become elite and enough time to make that enough elite retire, stop to have expectations, and become able to just observe and judge.
Yeah, it can be even professional people, but they are who are more mature than other people.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I competed in 2021, and Sean was the judge. People said, "Oh, Sean is his best friend. He's gonna judge him and make him pass." And I was against someone who was supposedly weaker than me, but I was shitty because I was too emotional. I didn't count correctly. I had my legs were too high. I did a shit performance, and Sean did okay. He done. You failed. He passed, and people were shocked. Like, "Oh, Sean is his friend. How did he fail?"
Yeah,
Because
but-
I was shit.
The moment you judge, you don't exist anymore.
That's what I
you
say.
keep what you know, you put what you feel, and you're like, I don't know you.
Yeah, that's what I said to Idan. For me, you're just an athlete. No.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Yeah, but you-
We become friends
the
again
opposite.
tomorrow.
Yeah, after the competition, you are friends.
Actually, the opposite. He said, "Just because you are my friend, I want you to know that you need to be better."
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
I will slap you in the face. Know that you are not enough, and be better the next
Yeah.
time. Okay, have fun.
It's the best way to improve yourself.
That's why people see us just improving all the time, because we know how to be mature, we know how to build each other,
Yeah.
and you do that by yourself, but you are mature enough to know, okay, I made a mistake, okay, next time I will fix it. We do that to each other, but as long as you're mature enough, you can accept what's wrong about you and be better at the next time.
Every time with what I did bad, what I did bad, you search for the bad thing to improve yourself, and that's why you grow up.
You eliminate the obstacles.
And all of this is why I had luck to begin calisthenics super early in some ways, but in some other ways really not. And that's why I never took competition seriously, because it's not strength. Because if you strive competition, you're weak. And there are people that are on a personal journey for yourself to be. There's people that want to have. And so if you train to be fundamentally strong, running after a competition is literally weakness, because you need a trophy to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the ultimate form of strength is to be strong and need nothing and no one to tell you you're strong. At the moment, you don't even need someone to say you congratulations, you won the game. You don't need trophy. This is the trophy.
Yeah, that's true, because in Israel, a lot of people talk about us like, why you don't compete? You are the strongest, why you don't compete? Bro, we don't like to compete.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
You're the strongest because you don't need.
Yeah.
And you're weak because you need. So that's so simple.
Yeah.
It's really so simple.
Yeah.
The goal of the average Israeli calisthenics athlete, he says, "Oh, I want to be the Israeli champion. I want to win in Swab, in FIBO." Why? Because it will say you are strong? No, so be strong.
For the title, they like the title. It's like oh yes, I'm gay.
They know what they want, but it's not only just strength, it's the reason.
Yeah.
Why you want this. And most of you that say, I want to be champion, if I tell you why, you can't answer.
They want also the opportunity to get sponsored and everything, but this is shit, because I talk about every people in Israel that want to compete. I tell them, why you want to compete? And every time it's like, whoa, I can get sponsored flight, everything to get to another competition.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Or you work and you pay a flight.
Yeah.
Get a life, and then you will be actually happier. And then
Yeah,
you just
what I
always
mean
want
by
to-
reasons is that your reason can be, I'm weak in life and so I will feel better in having this. It's good, like, because in recognizing that you're weak, you become strong.
Yeah.
Like me, bro, I was a pussy. And I was like, okay, I will have it, then I will feel strong. And then, but you think it's end there. No, it's the beginning of a new shit. Because you're like, now I'm strong. And what next? What I do with this strength? What I do with what I learned? And you need to find a new way to become strong. But so it's like, okay, I have this strength, now I let it, and I begin a new game, so I'm weak again. It's hard actually to,
Yeah.
as you said, I work, I feel strong, I get injured, and when you get injured, there's people, their life end there, they just wait, and there are people that are mature enough that are like, hey, now I'm smart, I have time, I'm mature, I'm gonna do another thing. So you jump into business. Or you begin to use the lessons you learn into sport to develop absolutely any skill. And so in the end, when you are a performer, you're a performer. That's why I don't have fucking athletes on my profile. I'm not an athlete. Fuck calisthenics. I'm a performer. Whatever I do it well. Or I don't do it. And when you get this ability to transfer what you learn in sports into life, you're gonna win. You're gonna win because the pattern to become strong here or here, they are the same. You just need to have a variant
Of the same time.
to make money, to get a wife, to build a family, or to anything. So sport is not the goal, it's just sport. And when you finish this game, if you don't have a largest vision, you get fucked. Because it's just sport. And if your life ends with a trophy, poor you. It's so sad.
You know how many people were more upset than me when I tore my bicep? They said like, oh, you're fucked. I'm like, no, that's fine. I can be back in a month, I can be back in 6 months, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scared more than me. It's fine.
This is the ultimate form of weakness. It's so sad. It's when people not able to exist throughout themselves, they expect from you because they feel like this word, I'm fan. Fuck you, I'm fan of no one. When you are so little inside of yourself that you need to exist throughout what someone else is doing, bro, it's the ultimate form of sadness. It's wow. Like, if someone do something, you're happy. Why?
It's like people watching live of Fortnite.
Stimulated, yeah. For example,
Go play.
you go back Israel and you send me Valentine 7777. I'm like, wow, let's go. Who gonna get the 8888? It's stimulating, you know. So I have a little part of me that is happy because my friend is happy, you know. But it's not about sport. It's because my friend is happy, you know. It's love, you know.
Yeah.
But you should be stimulated, like never satisfied or happy because someone did something.
When he is like the 10 and 10, I was very happy inside myself, like, yes.
You're
like,
stimulated.
Yeah, like I was like, yes, because he worked on it, achievement of his life, like something like, okay, I achieved this.
And you're stimulated
Yeah.
because you see the process,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel the energy, so it's like he finished to build his home,
Yeah.
but he gave you some bricks, some energy,
Yeah.
you saw the path, etc.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, now I have the bricks, I need to put my
Yeah.
bricks for my home. you know?
Actually,
Like,
this workout was one of the best because he was so. He felt the proud of his life, so I feel, oh shit,
I have it.
today.
Yeah.
So the energy in the room was crazy.
Yeah. And so, you know, those people, once they are strong, you see that they often stay on their side. It's not that they don't like people. It's not the real reason, because you can still share a moment with someone you don't really like if you have something to share. But that's the problem, is that once you came this path, and not only in sports, but once you came throughout the path of the performer, can be in any way, can be skiing, can be cleaning, can be anything. You can be excellent at anything. But once you came throughout this path, you're not anymore correspondent to the people that didn't came throughout this path. You can't really understand each other. And so why you would interact with people that in the end cannot understand what you're gonna say, cannot share your interest, cannot share your vision, cannot share anything with you. And at the opposite, for example, we just said it a second ago, like a performer in sport can understand a performer in money, in business, in coding, everything, because they have the pattern. For example, I have friends, I'm more interested in some friends that are fucking rich into business, not because they're rich, but because they came throughout this path using another form of intelligence that I need. So today I'm more interested in people, in performer in life in general, than performer in sport. For example, we spent a good moment. We've been eating together, etc. Maybe 10% of our conversation was about calisthenics.
Yeah.
And that's what makes that, in the end, when you finish the game, the game is never over, you know? But when you came far enough on this way, you learned what you had to learn. Maybe, someone can give you 2% of this, or give you another perspective on this, etc. But when a guy like you, that had his head in shit, like, hey, biceps, goodbye. And this experience gave you the maturity to keep being strong into this without needing this and put your eyes on other fields of life, even strong athletes stop to be interesting. Because they will agree with you, but they will not bring any new cards into your life. And they will not help you to transfer the strength you already have, the pattern you already have in other fields to discover more of life, you know. That's why we spent a really great moment, but you can be the best in the world from another country, bro, I will not see you. Because what we're going to do? We're going to say, this, yeah, we agree. Finish.
It's the same with us. In Israel, there is a place where most of the top athletes in Israel train.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, why don't you go? You're in the top 2. But we said, okay, we don't have a reason. We are fine by training by ourselves. And by talking, it's okay, it will be like mundane. It's not something that stimulates us.
Politically correct.
Yeah.
I'm this, so I'm there with them. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't care. And people think we're
Bad
bad guys.
because we are only on the side and never with the people.
Because people that are not self-centered, main character, as you said,
Yeah.
they cannot perceive the reasons, the why and the how the main character is doing the way he do.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we are similar, I should interest him. No.
Yeah, and we tried. The thing is, we actually try to talk to them, but when we speak, we say some phrase, we say something about the mental aspects, the psychological, and they say, huh? No, but you need to train that way.
Or things about it and doing like low retraction things or something in front level when you planche too. So I talked, they said, no, that was beautiful. And said, no, that don't want, it can be more beautiful than that.
Yeah. They have different aspects, so we can't talk to them because there's a block
There's a
between
bar,
us.
yeah.
We was in the beach and someone come and told us, if I knew you are here, I was coming here. And say, if you come here, I go there because you come here. And he say, why were you talking about? I say, your aura, your energy is bad for me.
You come to take.
Yeah.
You don't come to share anything.
Yeah.
Like,
So he said like, no, I have a good energy. I come to just to planche with us. No. You don't come to planche, you come to...
and after it's becoming deeper than this, and I think it's not the topic, but it's about your intention, it's your energy, it's you giving, taking, or sharing. And those people, they don't come with, hey guys, for example, they have nothing clear to say. It's not, hey Eden, I'm interested into something. Can we have 5 minutes to discuss this topic? And you're like, oh, the guy has something clear to say. So you're like, oh, maybe the conversation will be interesting. No, it's just like, be with you. But be with you, it's being in your magnetic field, and often it's just like, Dan, give me your chakra, I will make good use. But you don't give shit in return, you know?
So the circle of the people I talk when, or I love, it's very small.
It's not even what you want, it's who with you can share. And that's why you said, we tried. You tried to share with people, they are not here to share. So their expectation and yours are just so different.
Yeah.
And in the end, so because you came through this path, far into this path, you become unable to share what interests you with others. So it's not that you don't want to be with them. In the end, often you're like, I would like to be able to share moments sometime with them, but then you try and you're like,
No,
it's not possible.
it would be easier to be with them, but we can't.
Every time we try to share it with people like that, in the end we talk and say, fuck, that was missed time. We don't learn anything. The workout was shit.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was shit. Like we feel like a bad training, you know. And we don't like to say bad training, but this is bad training.
Yeah, they expect from you, they put you pressure that you usually don't have, they put you expectation that you usually don't have, they change your energy and you fuck up. Yeah.
So me, I changed my how to talk with people. So people say me, do I fast or do planche too? I said, no, I don't do nothing.
It puts a barrier mentally.
Bro, I don't even put my AirPods, bro. They come, I'm like...
Yeah. It's a barrier to protect yourself.
Yeah.
I don't buy with like, go away.
And you see it with the way people move, you know, you can, and at the opposite, you know, you can have a strong guy that want to share a moment with you, not interested, and you can have a super weak guy that just begin, but the way he moved, the way he talked, the way he engaged the conversation, you're like, hey, this guy don't come to steal my stuff.
Yeah.
And so with the guy that is supposedly in the perception of calisthenics geeks is useless, for you is interesting.
Yeah.
And for them is useless, he's weak. Yeah, but in life, he's a good guy, you know? Like,
It's not weak physically, it's weak mentally and strong mentally.
Yeah.
It's different.
We have the same experience. Like guys come and he was weak in calisthenics. He come to talk with us, and I said, "Oh, it's interesting. You have a life. Like he talk about his parents, talk about he going in the army, like that. He don't like the way he going is his life. So we try to explain him how to change. He search something because he wants something that new. Like it's ask about the aspect of life, not the aspect of how to planche, how to front level." That was a good experience.
And often those people, you know, that are weak, they ask themselves questions that can help you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have this question and you're like, oh, that's true. And so those people asking questions, sometimes they don't bring you something, they bring you the question.
It's
A question that you didn't know you was needing to. And so, like, actually, like, someone that, even, you had it, I think, with students, but I had students, and they helped me to not understand something new, but understand better something I already understood, because I had to find a special way for them to explain the same thing. So they help you to get better in your own understanding, not bringing nothing except questions. But it's a question that you didn't have already. So it's not about rejecting the weak. It's about rejecting the bad or the lack of intention from people. Good people, rich people, strong people, they are not selfish, they are not correspondent. And if you don't come the right way, with the right move, with the right phrases, you're simply not worth their attention. They are worth your attention, but in life everything is shared interest. And so if you don't represent any form of interest for this person on her path, so you get rejected. And that's it. That's why there's people that they reach anyone, they get answer. There's people that reach 1,000 people, zero answer. Me, every time I reach someone, I have an answer, because it's the way. It's, hello, how are you doing? I hope I'm not taking so much of your time. I hope I'm not disturbing. I was interested by this. Will you have a few minutes to talk about? Like, the guys say, like, you see, like, you stand straight, you go to the point, straight, like, and you're respectful, you respect his time, etc. And so this way, they make you the present to give you 5 minutes. And that's it. Like, it's even egoism. Like, the weak is egoist. He wants to take
everything. I want to take everything about you.
Yeah. And
we
actually, I would say that the strong, when he's fundamentally strong, respect more the weak than the weak respect the strong.
That's true. But there are people that are weak that I don't want to respect them because they don't respect themselves too.
Oh yeah, sure, but you keep in your mind that maybe he can bring you something positive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
I can learn about him that can learn about myself too. Yeah.
So even when I reach a random guy, really the most random person on the internet, whoever it is, I talk to the useless, not an insult, but the guy that never proved anything. I talk to him the same way I would talk to someone big, you know.
It's still a person.
So you respect more and you talk more correctly to the most random guy than people respect you. They think they respect you, they're like, oh, Ida, Valentin. But they come to you as if they are checking a friend in the street. Bro, if I answer you 5 minutes, I give you 5 precious minutes of my time that I could work with, I could spend with my friend, I could give to my family, that I could do many things, and I take 5 minutes of my life to answer your question. It's a fucking present. And if you want the present, you need to deserve the present. You don't need to be strong to be strong. You don't need to be strong to be interesting. You don't need to have, you need to be.
It's okay to be weak. It's not okay to stay weak.
Calisthenics is not everything, and faster you will understand it, better you will get at calisthenics actually.
Yeah. And be mature and understand that you are not perfect, and you need to find the way to perfect.
Don't try to be someone else, be yourself.
Have a life. And often people say, I want to be like you. No. The real phrase is, I want to be able to handle everything you've been handling to arrive at the point you're at now. That's the thing. Because you want the level of the strong, but you don't really want the life of the strong. Because the strongest people are not the people that had the best life. Because to mature, you need to get fucked. And you get fucked a lot on the way, actually. So yeah, think about it. You want to be this guy, but you should want to have same experience. But are you able to? It was a pleasure to have this little moment to talk with you. We hope that some of you will find something interesting and use it for their life as for their journey. If you're not happy with what we said, we don't give a single shit actually. Because there's people that will receive it a positive way and it's directly positive, but there is a part of you that will take it a bad way, that will get hurt, and that will mature because we've been hurting you. So in any way, it's positive.
Yeah. Maybe in 5 years or 10 years, we will come back to this video and say, okay, now I understand.
Because that's not something you can teach.
Yeah.
You can put someone on the way and let him get fucked on the way,
can
mature
show him the
enough
way.
to finally understand you.
You can show him the way, he needs to walk there.
Exactly.
So-
Don't try to have your way because it's not your way. It's you can say universe, God way, everything, but you're just a damn piece of meat and no more. So if you think that you did this so you're incredible, that's literally what will make that you will not become incredible.
It's the same path, but your journey. That's the difference.
You want to be a beautiful and strong man, individual. And if for you everything is just about being an athlete, well, I think none of us want to spend time with you because you're uninteresting.
Don't be an athlete, be a human, and then maybe we're gonna talk with you.
So we hope you can actually learn from this and be mature enough to understand us. And if you're not, maybe in the future.
And I remember you, the guy with the pike handstand push-up. Now you stop coaching, go do fitness, okay? Because it's not done for you actually.
Coach people
Or
that
learn from it and be better.
Yeah, don't learn about skills because skills is not just calisthenics, it's something else.
It's a way of expression. Are you able to express or not? So yeah, guys, hey, don't be gay, don't be a geek. Don't play World of Warcraft thinking, cause this is my life, fuck you. And yeah, that's it. Be happy with yourself first. It was a pleasure to have this little conversation with you guys.
Yeah.
Hoping it's useful for people from Israel, as from anywhere in the world. Any stupid commentary, you know the type, will be deleted. I'm gonna block your fucking face. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And thank you for your time.
Bye guys,
Bye.
take care and be a happy individual before to expect
Yeah.
to get strong.
Bye bye.